So before I get into the Student Political Alliance and what we've done on campus, I want to start with a quick anecdote about my college experience and a little bit of some things that happened. So when I first got to campus at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, I wanted to get involved in everything political, voter registration drives, political organizations, and I noticed that we did have, of course, the College of Democrats and the College of Republicans on campus, but there was no nonpartisan platform for students to get involved in politics. And so with that being said, it led me to formulate some ideas of the Student Political Alliance and how we could create this organization on campus. So the idea of the organization's founding came to me from two ideas. The first was that politics was in everything around us, and the second was that the polarized and divisive state of American politics was getting completely out of control. So I want to start first with the first idea, and that was, of course, that politics is in everything around us. And this idea came from my introductory poli-sci class, Political Science 101, and one thing my professor said was that, he said that statement, he said, politics is in everything around us. It is in the food choices that we buy to the career choice that we choose to embark on. And further expanding on this, when we look at the validity of this statement, it is so true. For example, politics is in the technology that we buy. It's in the friend groups that we choose to claim. And it's also in the selection process of a friendly pickup game of basketball. You know, that one kid that was left at the end of the selection process, that was me. But, but it's really in everything. And then connecting this to my second idea of the divisive and polarized state of American politics, I realized that it was really based on our perspectives and values and beliefs that had been passed down from generation to generation. And this seemed to me to be a partisan approach of politics. And one way to combat this that I thought of was, you know, how can we educate in a nonpartisan form of fashion? And so I really thought about, okay, let's create this organization to lay down this nonpartisan platform and talk about different ideas in which politics is intertwined in. So it brought me to the founding of the Student Political Alliance. So what exactly do we do on campus? The Student Political Alliance hosts a community for civil discourse. We understand that disagreements occur in society through the different ideas and topics of politics, and we want to create this community where we can talk about them in a civil manner. And so we provide that platform, and we bring in speakers to talk in debate formats, panel formats, and also just for them to come in and present their idea. They present ideas on topics that are both topical and timeless and relevant to society. So we've had several events on dehumanizing immigrants, on health care, on mental health, and then a variety of others, such as personal branding. So it is definitely a variety in those talks. So a lasting action for you guys in relation to the Student Political Alliance is I encourage you all to seek to understand other people's values and perspectives. That's one of the main things that comes to having a civil conversation about political ideas and ideologies. And then apply this when having civil discourse with other people. And then lastly, of course, wrapping it all together, seeking civility and conversation. So these are the main ideas that the Student Political Alliance was founded on, and we do have a booth out there in the lobby. So if you guys want to talk to me a little bit more about what the organization does in the community and how we're helping to promote this civic discussion, I will be glad to talk to you guys. And what best to introduce a TED Talk that is talking about the importance of having great conversation, a TED Talk by Celeste Headley, 10 Ways to Have a Better Conversation. So it's my pleasure to introduce this talk to you guys. Thank you.